Two big updates. The first is I cut a little square out of my screen protector, so now I'm not blurry whenever I do this, which is probably actually not a good thing because now you can see how butters we are. But we've been away, been on holiday, now we're back. Properly start digging into this, and it doesn't need to drive anymore either, so we can it doesn't have to be parked outside or anything like that, so we can start properly digging into the arches and getting the new sheet metal prepared, ready for the welding. And we're going to have to start welding pretty quick. Hey Ken, you haven't seen it for a couple of weeks either, have you? Hey? You haven't seen me for a couple of weeks. I'm sorry, we'll make up for lost time. You can help me weld it, okay? So yeah, so it's all stripped off now on the sides. We just got to start cutting stuff up and getting plates made at work and all that sort of stuff. And weld. Can't be that hard. Like, I've seen loads of people do it. Can't be that hard. I mean, it is pretty handy how straightforward this is as well, because that's a flat plate that goes up to there. And then on the outside, it's just a little bit of box, and it's all solid up here, so we can literally just make a new bit here that'll probably wrap over the top as well, and then you can just plate it along. I reckon we'll cut all of this crap out though and do a nice job of it, so we'll probably have to cut it to just after the door where it stops making funny noises, really, here. And then important with these though, which is probably why they rot out, they usually have little holes in them for drain holes, which usually is why they rot out. But we can do that. So we need to make a bit at the back, and we've got the repair panels for here that we've already gone through. We've got a repair panel for here if we need it, and then a bit at the front. It should be pretty straightforward. Probably won't hurt to get this door off as well, just so we can get in there a little better with the cutters and grinders and to protect it. So I think that's what we'll do first. Whip that off and go and get a disc cutter. I mean, I predominantly come from Japanese crap, but that is held on with basically the door rubbers. Whether there's a bit of glue on that or not, I don't know, but these door rubbers were what was holding the seatbelt covering. But we need to get to the wiring loom to see how that disconnects from the door, and then it's just all the bolts along the side, and we can whip that off nice and easy. Sweet. 3 wires, so hopefully maybe I need to start investing in a head cam. 2-hand job. I spent maybe half hour looking for the socket, T30 or T35, which was broken anyway, wasn't it, Ken? In my bag of multiple bits. And but you can just, there's a couple of little clips here, that one there and that one there. If I take them off, you'll be able to lift it up and off and leave the hinges where they are, which is a much better idea. The door is off, boys. Look at that. That was easy. Ooh, you need to stay where you are. But yeah, I think we need to, let's get a light on the situation. Right, the back chair is in the back of the car. We're going to whip the carpet out because that's what will come out for welding anyway, and it'll give us a better view of what we're doing. We were working over there. It very quickly escalated to undoing a bolt there, then there, then there. Now this chair's out before the one I actually wanted to get out, but that's just how it goes. Now back to the original side that we started on. I think Michelle's right. Maybe I do need to concentrate on one thing at a time. So yeah, that's got to come out. There's a row of bolts holding them down. There's another row of bolts on the back of it. We'll lift this out of the way. Ooh. Whatever that was, it's probably discontinued. So make sure we don't break that. These along here. 2 of them. Seat can come out, and then this whole bench is clear. This is growing pretty quick. Worryingly, I've just gone to undo this one, and I've spotted a £1 coin. I don't know whether this is going to make it onto YouTube, to be honest with you, with the current budget, because Labour will want tax on that as investments, or is it inheritance? A whole £1. They will be over that like a rash. Sweet boys, we're out. We had 1 broken bolt. I would like to say the only broken bolt, but that is going to be one of many. I'm still debating what to do about that. I might leave it in here because Rachel Reeves will only want it if I claim it, but if I leave it here, then technically it isn't mine. I haven't inherited it yet, so we'll see about that. That is a question for another time. But we're here. We've got it out. We'll start clearing some bits away because it's getting a bit messy, and then let's get chopping. Again, we are starting another job, completely different. She's definitely got a point. Right, we're in. I'm just trying to work out what exactly we're cutting and doing. So the plates that your man's given us go here, right? Now I thought that was just a cover plate that goes over everything, but when we use the MOT stick, I don't know whether you can see, but it's a bit weak here. I don't know whether you can see that on the camera. There's a slight hole. So, but that will replace that. So unless he's literally saying that this is a new sheet piece of metal, goes in there and just ties in, which probably makes it a lot easier, to be fair, and neater. So it must be, but he said there was a hole here for a specific reason. And I'm not sure whether that was to weld through it onto this, because this is on the other side of that. This will be here. So unless that hole is to weld down this line, but I suppose we won't know until we cut that out. But that's cool. That's real metal, so that's a bonus. Cool, so the doors are off, everything's accessible, and today, hello Ken, I need some adjustment. What? Easy as that. So we're saying we're going to cut maybe up to here, so that this whole piece is done. It's like 600 mil or 60 centimeters. So we had these made up at work. They're pretty fresh. Shout out to Delta Bender. And that should be a nice little fit. So we can, yeah, we can literally cut it to length, cut it where we need it, slide it up. The plan, we're going to cut the spot welds off of this, take this out wherever it's needed, and slide this new panel up behind here, because this is maybe, I think I've done it a centimetre shorter than the actual top piece. So the plan is this can slide up, get welded along the original sill onto it. If I'm any good, maybe we'll do it flush. If I'm not any good, maybe I won't do it flush. and then that should do it. That should be a nice little cover piece. I mean, looking at it now, I should have just made it the whole length, but we're here now. Yeah, we'll see. Maybe I'll join them, but it needs to go from here back, and then the inside bit here replaced up to here where the crunch stopped. So they're about the same actually, about 600 both sides. And then hopefully we'll get the wing off and see how far forward it can come on here as well. Because I think the design changes a bit at the front as well. I think it comes up to here, and then this is just a continued bit for the A-pillar. But we'll get that wing off, maybe get that door off, I don't know yet. But that's the plan. So I think tomorrow we'll start cutting, and we'll see, hopefully that's got enough strength in it that I can cut that without worrying about that moving, and then tuck that in, get it spot welded in place, and then use the cover here to weld that to our plate down there. So it'll be tough. Tough, man. Tomorrow's job.